So if you're one of these people, right, that sometimes when the phone rings and you think, oh my goodness, it's going to be bad news, or someone says, I want to talk to you about something, you're like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen, right? This video is for you, because many times we are not expecting the best in our life. And if we are consciously creating our reality, when things don't go according to plan, maybe it's because they're going to go even better to plan. Okay, so we need to always be thinking about expecting the best. And I never used to be one of these people. If someone said that they needed to talk to me about something, I would think, oh my goodness, it's going to be bad. And I've trained my mind over the years to start expecting the best. But let me tell you what happened yesterday, because I didn't. It's a simple thing. It's right before Christmas. I wanted to get rid of all the gray hair, which, as you can see, I did. But right before I was supposed to go and get my hair done yesterday, I got a call from the salon saying, your stylist is sick and we can't do your hair. We can't do your hair today. And I was really disappointed. I was like, oh gosh, and I was a little frustrated, I must admit. So I thought, what am I going to do? And I called up another salon. They said, no, can't get you in. Another one, no, can't get you in. Called up another one, said, we can't get you in, but you can try this particular place. So I didn't know what it was. So I called this particular place and said, you know what, we actually can get you in. And it was only going to be 15 minutes later from my original appointment of the one that had canceled on me. So I ended up driving to this new salon. I'd never been there before. And it turned out to be at a place which I had actually walked by and thought, wow, that looks like a really neat place to go. I go in there, I'm really pleased with how the stylist did my hair. And not only that, I met a woman who was new in town, and we ended up striking up a conversation, exchanged numbers, and we're going to start working out together. So there you go. Many times when we think that things aren't going to go according to plan, start expecting something even better, okay? I remember reading a while ago a book by Emmett Fox called The 7-Day Mental Diet. And in this book, he talks about the importance of fostering a good attitude and not always complaining about everything. Because as humans, many times when something happens, we immediately jump onto this bandwagon of complaining, oh my gosh, it didn't work out. So when that happened to me yesterday, I was disappointed, but I thought, okay, after about half an hour of being this way, I caught myself and I was like, hold on. Okay, if I'm consciously creating my reality, I'm going to expect that maybe I'm going to shift to a different timeline, and rather than going to the same place I've gone to for years, maybe this is going to be a whole different timeline. I'm going to meet somebody else I need to meet. So I went, and lo and behold, I did. So I'm saying this simply because when we start, as said, wanting to create our reality and speak good things and remember who we really are, which is we're connected to God, and we have this presence within us, and that's our creating ability, the I am presence within us. That presence many times knows more than our own persona, right? Our own human intellect, our own human ego can get in the way sometimes. And we need to trust that as we're consciously creating, that presence, okay, that infinite intelligence that created this whole holographic world that we're living in, knows better than us and can override our human persona, if I'm making sense. Hopefully I'm making sense. And that can do above and beyond what we can even ask or think, as the scriptures say. So if you have a situation come up in your life and you're thinking, this is not how I wanted it to go, many times in hindsight, you can look back and you see that was even better than I thought it could be. And trusting that even sometimes when things don't work how we think they are, to maintain a good attitude and start speaking and having the mindset of things always work out for me. All things work together for the good, right? And continuing to maintain that trust and speaking out and knowing that all things are working out together and for your good, for your highest and your best, and maintaining that. Because seriously, guys, I used to be such a pessimist. If someone said, I need to speak to you, Susan, I would be like, oh my goodness, what are they going to speak to me about? And I've had to retrain my mindset over the years. I'll give you an example. When I was a personal trainer, the gym manager texted me one night and said, I have left a note on your desk for the morning. And the whole time I was thinking, oh my goodness, what is the note saying? And rather than, I couldn't think what it could possibly be about. And I actually couldn't sleep, so I ended up driving down to the gym to see what the note was about. Like, you know, had somebody complained about my training, blah, blah, blah. And instead when I walked in there was a note from my manager with a gift telling me what an amazing job that I had done and how he was, you know, so glad that I was part of the team. So expect the best. Start training your mind and putting your mind to expect the best in life rather than always thinking what could possibly go wrong. When we start to expect the best, we start training our mind, we start training our consciousness to see the best in other people and change our whole self-concept too. We start talking well about ourselves, we start talking well about other people, and when things don't go according to plan, maybe it's because there's something even better coming your way for you. Even like when we go through like what we consider heartache, I can look back on my life and I can see how it's worked out in my favor. So I hope that encourages you today, guys. If something is coming into your life and you think, that's not how I want it to be, start expecting the best, and maybe you're jumping into a different timeline to get you on the right trajectory of where you're going in the future. So thanks so much for my new subscribers. Thank you for all the wonderful, kind comments. I really appreciate all of you, and the horrible comments too. But thanks so much for watching and taking the time out of your day just to spend a few minutes with me. And I want to remind you before I close this video that the power to transform your life is already within you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And hey, if you like my vibe, if you feel encouraged from this video, like and subscribe if you like. Thanks again. Bye.